Hi there, my name is Sam. I'm here in the game section of Heffers Bookshop in Cambridge. I'm here to showcase to you one of my favourite games of all time, Coup, designed by Ricky Tada and published by Indie Boards and Cards. Coup is an excellent little bluffing game for 2 to 6 players, taking around 15 minutes or so to play and recommended for ages 14 and up. In this game you will take on the role of a powerful figure in a dystopian universe trying to oust your rivals and take control of the government. You will each have 2 cards representing your influence and a number of coins representing your funds. On each of your turns you'll be taking one of a number of different actions, usually involving taking coins from the bank or paying coins to get rid of someone else's card. If you are the last player with at least 1 card left in hand, you will win the game. On these influence cards there are a number of different characters that have different abilities that change the rules of the game somehow, but you only have 2 of them. However, you can lie about who you have, but if someone catches you out, you will lose a card. If on the other hand you are telling the truth, they will lose a card instead. And this is the mainstay of the game. What does everyone think you have, and what does everyone else actually have? My favourite little anecdote about this game is that I took it with me to a summer camp and introduced it to a number of teenagers who are not avid gamers. At the start of the week they were like, this seems overly complicated, and by the end of the week they had invented the phrase, get cooed. I love this game. It's a concise and well-crafted little deception game that is quick and easy to learn but hard to master, and good for old gamers or new gamers alike, and I highly recommend you going to your local Blackwell shop and picking up a copy next time you visit. Have a good day.
Hi there, my name is Anna. I'm here in Heffers game section, and today I'm showcasing a selection of 2-player games to enjoy while staying indoors. 7 Wonders Duel, a classically themed strategy card game about building cities in the ancient world. Outbuild, fight or science your adversary to win. It has lots of replayability and interesting complexity. Odins Ravens, a Norse mythology themed race card game about flying around the world quicker than your opponent, occasionally using tricks to sneak by. It's nice, quick and straightforward. Starrealms, a sci-fi deck building card game about building the biggest and best fleets, pursuing your chosen strategy. Deep, intriguing and expandable. Imhotep Duel, an Egyptian themed strategy game about constructing monuments and managing resources. Different style of strategy and mechanics to 7 Wonders Duel whilst remaining close to that theme, engaging and aesthetically crafted. The Mind, a puzzling cooperative card game which can be played up to 4 players, where you play number cards in complete silence, thought-provoking and challenging but draws everyone in. All these games are well designed and we very much enjoy them and hope you will too. They are certain to help get through the next few weeks and hopefully you will be playing long after that. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Charlotte and I'm here in Heffers Games in Cambridge, and I'm here to talk to you about our favourite game of 2019, Wingspan, designed by Elizabeth Hargrave and published by Stonemaier Games. First off, don't be put off by the sheer number of components in front of me. This game is much simpler than it looks. Wingspan is a beautifully crafted engine building game for 1 to 5 players, taking roughly between 40 to 70 minutes and recommended for ages 10 and up. In this game, players take on the role of ornithologists, nature experts and wildlife enthusiasts, trying to cultivate the greatest aviary they can. This aviary is the engine of the game, and by filling it with a myriad of birds, players will improve the efficiency of their actions and increase the potential for scoring points. On each turn, players will take one of 4 different actions, either taking bird cards into their hand, acquiring food to feed their birds, playing the birds into the aviary, or laying these eggs onto the birds. You'll have to play through 4 rounds, each with a limited number of actions, so you must plan your plays carefully ahead of time. Each player will have a roll card and each round a goal. Both of these determine the points you score at the end of each round and during the end game. Because these change from game to game, as will the birds you draw, each player will have to change their strategies, giving Wingspan plenty of replayability. One of the best things about this game, and the genius of Elizabeth Hargrave's design, is that Wingspan is not simply a fancy title, but a clever element of the game mechanics. Each bird has a Wingspan attribute, as well as a number of interesting facts, which is biologically accurate. And this comes into play depending on the type of bird it is. For example, birds of prey like hawks are able to catch birds with a wingspan smaller than a certain size, increasing your score at the end of the game. A lot of thought and work has gone into this game, and the artwork is absolutely exceptional. It's aesthetically creative and both complex and concise, and copies have been flying out the door ever since we acquired it. I highly recommend picking up a copy and adding it to your collection. Have a nice day.
Hello, I'm Sam. I'm back in the Heffers Games section to showcase to you a selection of games that can be played solo, starting with Friday, a nice and concise card game about being Robinson Crusoe's companion on his adventures, small, cheap and cheerful. Ganz Schön Clever, that's pretty clever, winner of the Spiel des Jahres and a spiritual successor to Yahtzee, being a roll and write game. Also including dice is Sagrada, a beautiful game about crafting elegant stained glass windows and trying to get the best score you can. Viticulture, a game about working through the seasons to be a vineyard owner and to try and make and sell the best wine you can. And finally Scythe, a massive strategy engine building game set in the alternate history of Steamex and Conquest. Both of these games have automa modes which can be played against the board game itself. However, can be played with other people as well. All in all, a good selection of games for all seasons, but can be enjoyed by as few as one person. And if you're interested, feel free to give us a call. Cheers.
Hi, I'm Lovell and this is the Heffers Bookshop Games department. Today I'm reviewing the modern party game Duel, published by Asmodee. Duel is a light, fast and simple card game taking around 5 to 10 minutes to play. Recommended for 2 to 8 players of ages 6 and up, although it can be enjoyed by players of almost any age. These circular cards in the game each have a number of small pictures on them. Between every pair of cards, there is one and only one common picture, and the object of the game is to find it. This creates 5 games in one tin, where each mini-game is a race to find and match the pictures, either to get rid of all your cards or collect the most cards. Apple.
Cactus. Question mark.
Oh.
Clover.
Bird.
Dog. Cat.
Question mark. It is in essence Snap, but better. Several different versions of Duel have now been released, with Duel Kids, Animals, Beach with waterproof cards, 360 and Harry Potter, each featuring different pictures and symbols. Using fast-paced hand-eye coordination, this is an engaging game for new gamers and veterans alike. It is an excellent travel or party game, being small, quick, affordable and accessible, and I very much recommend it for your...
Hi there, my name is Vicky and I'm in the games department of Heffers Bookshop in Cambridge. Today I'm reviewing the modern classic Pandemic, designed by Matt Leacock and published by Z-Man Games. Pandemic was one of the first cooperative board games to pit players in a team against the game itself, and is still considered one of the best gateways into the world of gaming for newcomers. I particularly enjoy it because I am a very vindictive player and I like being able to keep friends after playing rather than lose them after a very competitive game. And even if we lose, this game can draw us together, we hope. Pandemic is designed for 2 to 4 players, takes around an hour to play and is recommended for ages 8 and up. In the game, the players make up a team for the Centre of Disease Control, trying to save the world from 4 different diseases rapidly spreading around the world. Each player will take actions crossing the globe, curing patients and trying to cure the diseases. After their turn, new cards will be drawn, new cities will become infected, and players will hope they do not draw the dreaded epidemic card. As with other co-op games, there are several ways to lose, but only one way to win. And it's a hard struggle where players will have to strategize and work together to achieve victory. Very topical at the moment, but it's nice to have an optimistic spin on conquering world diseases. Pandemic is an engaging, tactical, well-crafted game of teamwork and suspense where you all win or all lose together, and an excellent choice of game to add to your collection.